your No Pants Zone news desk with award-winning anchor Brian Williams Jr.
The news, Vincenzo. I'm your TV Jesus, and here now are today's top headlines. Canada finally becomes our 51st state. Catapults drop out of the top 10 most popular forms of transportation. And a Harvard study shows people's not read good no more. I've just been handed this breaking news. Let's check in now with our local weather.
Today's weather will be occurring throughout the day.
As well it should be. And this No Pants Zone reminder, with temperatures still well over 100 in some parts of the nation, remember to leave your car windows open a crack. You've left Grandma in the back seat once again. And in this awkwardly smooth segue, here's what's happening in the world of sports.
The big news today, Serena Williams. In professional football, the NFL has decided to continue equal media coverage for both the Dallas Cowboys and others. And in local sports news, in a 14-1 decision, shot put tryouts will no longer be held in the school parking lot.
14 yes, the dissenting vote being Joe Manchin. Continuing on the sports front, this sad news just came in. Pong announces retirement. Now there is only ping. And in a segment for those who can't afford virtual reality equipment, here now is today's horoscope.
If you were born between September 1st and August 31st, do not go outside today. Mercury retrograde is your body wash.
This has been your No Pants Zone news desk, leaving the guesswork out of our fake news. Thanks again to our sponsor, Sparky's Pizza.
Hey! What'd your mama tell you about me? I hope she mentioned Sparky's Pizza!
Let us return you to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm Brian Williams Jr. What the hell? Hell!
Welcome to the No Pants Zone party. You can join at home. Come along and bring your friends. Here the party never ends. Welcome to the No Pants Zone. Never have to feel alone. Go ahead and shake your butt. No one here will give a fuck.
You know I love you, need you, want you, got to have you, child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Yes! When I find a note I like, I just grab it and shake it like a dog. Hey, but hey, howdy and heroic. It me, your Funky Werepig, live here in the glorious No Pants Zone studios. Throw those pants in the air like you just don't care. I broke the comfy shirt out of its display case. Everybody is back from a groovy summer. We got Boychilds 1.0 on the exercise bike that powers our Commodore 64 Magic. And over here we have Boychilds 2.0, who supplies me with my post-it notes because I'm too busy thinking to be thinking. The entire staff of 1000 is back. Let me hear you guys all say, yay! I'm going to count that as a yes, because I can see it in your eyes. Are you ready for the big season 3 premiere? And they said it wouldn't last past 2.5 seasons. Hey, you know what? Buddha says the season is already broken. So that takes a lot of pressure off. Let us do our opening show ceremonies. The blessing of the moon pie. Moja droga ja cię kocham. Of course, there's the lighting of the underwear scented candle. Godly freshness. And let's do a from my Zima flavored coffee. Let's do a toast. Shall we suffer no breaks on the dick train? That, by the way, is science. That's in the Bible, and you can't argue with the Bible. Always watching. You guys are gonna freak when you hear who our big celebrity guest is for show number 1. Let me tell you her credits first. She is PJ Souls. She was in Stripes and Private Benjamin, and she was the legendary Riff Randall, Joe Ramone's #1 fan in rock and roll high school. And she happened to do a little something called Halloween, John Carpenter's original Halloween. Did you guys guess it was PJ Souls? I have been blessed to say that I've known PJ for quite a while now. 100% sweetheart. If she's ever at a convention nearby, you must go and say hey to her. I'm not going to name names, but like some of these big time stars, you walk up to the table and they go, $100. And I haven't even said $100. You're smelling my air. But PJ, man, she will chat with you like you're a real person. She'll take pictures with you. And now, because she's a nana, she will actually give you a snack pack. Yeah. It could be bologna, like a bologna sandwich, or maybe a Ziploc baggie filled with soup, fruit roll-ups. Definitely fruit roll-ups. I don't think that there's anybody out there who loves their fans more than PJ. As far as our musical guest, we needed somebody who was equal parts kick and bahookie. Anyone who knows me knows I live in nowhere, Pennsylvania, where we only have 3 stations, and all they play is Queen, Billy Joel, and Aerosmith. And not even the good Aerosmith. I'm talking like the Limp Noodle movie soundtrack stuff from the 90s. So the Boychilds say to me, if we have to listen to this crappy stuff, why not just grab something that freaking rocks? We know somebody who knew somebody who got us LA rock icon, singer, songwriter, producer Robert Best, otherwise known as Beast. Dude hung out with Lemmy. He's bringing us a Bogus Tom's classic. Little gossip. I think PJ and Beast are sweet on each other. I saw sparks flying between them when we were all partying together. Just saying. Like Lou Rawls, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but this might be the best season 3 premiere we have ever done. And you know what would make it even better? There he is with flawless continuity, like a math teacher who's willing to leg wrestle you to prove that rectangles can be obtuse. Live via satellite through Zoom, our own musical director, JJ Glamour. JJ, I haven't seen you since we closed up last season. How are you, good sir?
Wow, look who grew a beard this summer.
I've had this my entire adult life.
If you say so, Rutherford B. Hayes.
It's been a wild and busy summer here at the No Pants Zone Studios. How was your vacation?
I spent it at my favorite place, the ocean. I love to do yoga as the sun rises, just soak in the energy the sea brings me, before the cops come.
The police.
Apparently, a hat and socks don't count as being dressed. I was in full zen, freeing myself of distractions like family screaming. I guess my downward dog was less than perfect.
Well, we are our own harshest critics. How about we keep this season premiere rolling along, and would you be so kind as to play us out to the Magic Farmers comedy break?
This song is dedicated to that bond I share with my mysterious mistress, the ocean. It's called Butt Prints in the Sand.
This program reminder. Your 24/7 news will be replaced by the game shows Celebrity Shitter, Who's Zooming Who, and reruns of Let's Spawn. Hosted by TV icon Sparky Guidonian.
Are you ready to rock down to Electric Avenue? Evil dies tonight. I'm kidding. I'm serious. I mean that. Behold the Magic Farmers Incorporated. Speak, Moo Cow. Speak.
You're not the boss of me.
The music channel now returns to Secrets of the Studio. Nasty Biscuits, Sexy Sultan of Soul Nasty.
Okay, Nasty Biscuits, you're nailing it. I just want to add a little tease, a nudge.
Nudge.
Getting your lady into bed, letting her know she drives you wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so as this track starts, I want you to be seductive. Give a little sexy, you know how it goes, sexy.
Oh, yeah. Already doing this.
And recording. Holy shit! No, not what I was thinking here. Seductive, mean more Marvin Gaye and less troglodyte. Soft, picture your lips at her ear.
No, they're doing this. So seductive.
And recording.
Sexy!
No. What the hell was that? Cookie Monster?
Sexy Cookie Monster!
Jesus Christ. No, you've slept with over 1,000 women. Talk sexy, be sexy. You're Nasty Biscuits, legendary lady lover. You know all about sex.
I've seen it many, many times.
Seen it? Nasty, have you ever had sex before?
No.
How long is this gonna take? I gotta sweep floors.
I just need you to say sexy and recording.
Sexy.
Yes! Yes, that's it! Yes!
Oh yeah, already doing this.
Hey guys, this is Sharon from I Smell Sheep. And this month's book review is A Paranormal Mystery, Double Vision, The Vista Delirio Mysteries by Elizabeth Hunter. Desert sunshine casts the darkest shadows. Successful realtor Julia Brooks moves to the quirky neighborhood of Vista Delirio in the California desert and meets a riotous cast of eccentric characters. But her semi-retirement is spoiled when she finds the body of the neighborhood Lothario dead in the kitchen of her brand new listing. Even more complicated, she also meets his ghost. Double Vision is an all-new paranormal women's fiction and the first book in the Vista Delirio mysteries. Our reviewer, Denise B., has this to say. Hunter has once again brought a series that middle-aged women can relate to and appreciate. Julia Brooks is a semi-retired 51-year-old realtor living in the guest house of her ex-husband, his husband, kids, and pets, which provides all kinds of humor, strangeness, and fun. and at their monthly Sunday night dinner party, she encounters ghosts. Hunter develops believable, relatable, and lovable characters in this fun series that will keep you guessing and laughing. Be sure to read the rest of the review at ismellsheep.com. I Smell Sheep gives double vision. The Vista Delirio Mysteries. 5 Zima soaked sheep.
Check out the award-winning review site for books, comics, and movies your Funky Werepig loves, ismellsheep.com.
Hello, America.
We're the Boychilds, and while everybody remembers to vote for a president every 4 years, people tend to forget the equally important midterm elections.
We would like to remind you to vote this November.
Unless, of course, you're binge watching this in January.
If that's the case, well, shit.
Fact: Columbus Day, 1966. Blessing, Pennsylvania. 3-year-old Ugly Joe Barrett murdered his family, then disappeared. Fact: machete, chainsaw, improper insertion of a tire pump. Death arrives wearing the true mask of evil. For over 50 years, horrifying unsolved murders have been filed under Ugly Joe, a serial killer who leaves behind only crayon drawings. Really good crayon drawings. I mean, check out that parrot. Probably like the best crayon parrot ever. Fact: in order to survive, you need the facts. Is it politically correct to die on Columbus Day? Can your virginity save you? Can you really stick a man up on a wall with a kitchen knife? The legend of Ugly Joe is your only hope in solving all the mysteries. Gregory L. Hall's The Legend of Ugly Joe is available at Amazon Books. Oh, this voice is scary. If you would like JJ Glamour to write a song to someone you know, then dedicate it and sing it on the Funky Werepig, contact us at monkeyflingingpoo924@gmail.com. Include the person's name and a quote, an inside joke, or message you'd like to hear in JJ's lyrics.
If the song becomes a hit, JJ shares nothing with you, not a penny.
Dedicate a song at monkeyflingingpoo924@gmail.com.
Yes, this is real. Send me your stuff, like today. This one goes out to Kelsey from Terry about tasting the forbidden fruit. My eyes are swollen, my lips are itchy. You know my condition is rare, but you keep kissing me all over because you just don't even care. You're a pumpkin spice girl, torturing my pumpkin allergy world. All spring, summer, and winter, you and me are peachy keen. But come autumn, you're a slave to that orange demon from Halloween. Muffins, syrup, even body wash, those damn lattes you love the best. I look like Quasimodo, lost a fight with a hornet's nest. You're a pumpkin spice girl, torturing my pumpkin allergy world. A pumpkin killed my grandmother. Yeah, a pumpkin chucking accident. You're a pumpkin spice girl, torturing my pumpkin allergy world. You know, Terry, love is fleeting, but that rash is forever.
Subscribe to the Funky Werepig and let the laughter and the music drop right into your hands. It's the season premiere, and that means it's time for everyone to put on a fresh pair of underwear. And by everyone, I mean you, Robert. I do understand the agreement. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the agreement that I do not call. I do not text. I have no communications with you at all for at a minimum of 3 years. That was the wording.
Don't share any pictures on social media.
Yeah, no liking on the Facebook. No liking on the Facebook. And if I happen to run into you on the street, no eye contact. So I get all the
headset on.
Let's have my headset on. Then you recognize me. Now I'm still allowed to bug the shit out of Rob.
Oh, absolutely.
But you're off limits. So I get that. But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Rob will whisper in my ear whatever you say.
Oh my God. It finally happened. After 22 years of trying to get her on the Funky Werepig, now on YouTube, she did the old radio show because, she was just like, she could do laundry and stuff like that while she was talking, so she could multitask and not really give me her all. But I told her on Zoom, there's no bluffing. And she's finally here. The owner of my heart, PJ Souls. Look at her. She's right there.
Here I am.
Nothing but the finest for you. Usually the No Pant Zone studio is a perfectly enclosed thing. And I said, you know what? She's my sunshine, so I want to give her some sunshine back. So we're pumping it in behind the wall here.
I like that East Coast sunshine. Looking good.
It's a good look. Do you get do you get upset being on the West Coast that you never see the sunrise? Because the sunrise is in the East. You guys just get sunsets, right?
I think that we get a sunrise, there's some glow that happens in the sky. It's okay. We just don't get the big ball, but I'm happy to see the ball sink rather than rise. Because then it brings me night, and that's comforting with the stars and the moon. So I'm good with that.
Well, I also just I have to thank you because of the time zone change. This is what a trooper you are. Fans don't realize this. Obviously, when we talk to people, it's all over the world. And PJ agreed to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, her time, right now, just to talk with us. And that's magnificent.
Not true. That's not true. He speaks untruths.
Very little, very little. So where do you go from here? This is your season.
I know. This is a highlight of my day, week, month, talking to you. It has been great. I've had a lot of shows this year. Try not to do too many. Don't want to get too tired in the jet lag zone, but there's Sons of Monsterpalooza, which is coming up in October. So I'm excited about that. I think I'm only going to do Saturday, October 15th. We were going to go to Manchester, UK for the Love of Horror, but for some reason the Halloween group, I guess there was an issue, and so we asked to go next year. So hopefully next year for all the UK fans. I'm really sorry that we all had to cancel, but we will hopefully try to make it back next year. So, and that'll be even bigger and better because then it'll be the 45th anniversary of Halloween. If you can believe that.
45 years. That's right. Yeah, because when you do cons, you probably start late spring, early summer. I'm guessing,
February.
and then all throughout the run.
February. First one this year was Pensacola. Pensacon was glorious. I've never been to Pensacola, and it was great. So this is what Rob and I like. We get to visit places we wouldn't ordinarily go. He had never been to Memphis, and we went to Memphis. We went to Chicago.
Chicago's a goodie.
But and the last one, I just came back from Norfolk, and that
Watch your
fantastic.
language.
I know. Well, the proper way to say it, I tried to tone it down a bit. I would say Norfolk, and that's where my son's Coast Guard cutter is birth. So that was a no-brainer. Of course, I want to go there. And it turned out to be a wonderful, it's just a really, really good convention that Billy Middlestep put together. So I was it was called Tidewater Horror Convention, and hopefully I'll be back next year. Yeah, when they're in Virginia Beach. They're going to move from Norfolk to Virginia Beach, but afterwards got to spend a week with my son and his family. So these are the perks of doing these things, combining, business with pleasure.
Would you, for the fans of Halloween, explain to me Linda's last name. It's like Van de Klock and Grubenschneider-Bruger or whatever.
No, it's just Vanderclock. VAN, small DER, and capital KLOK. Vanderclock. I don't know. That would be Deborah Hill's department to explain it, but I was thrilled because my father's was from Holland. So being half Dutch, I appreciated that Linda had some Dutch heritage, and perhaps, that's why Linda looks the way Linda looks, because she's me.
Okay, very cool. That makes Vanderclock.
Yeah, I don't know. Must have been one of, in those days, you didn't ask the producers, director, writer, why did you give her that name? I mean, even Linda, Lynda as opposed to Linda.
How trend-setting was that?
So that's pretty cool. And that's why, she was much wanted and coveted by Bob.
Yeah, it's that I got to meet Bob.
Bob's the best. John Michael Graham. Love him. We've done like 3 conventions this past year, and it's just always delightful to sit next to him. It tickles me no end to know that Bob and Linda are together again at conventions, and then the fans love it too. It's just delightful because he hasn't done too many in the past, and then we had that COVID time, which was crazy, put everybody on hold. So now everybody's rabid to get back to the vending machines.
Yeah. The thing with Bob that amazed me, because what a cool dude. He was very nice, very, very, very cool. You and I have discussed this before. One of my favorite murders of all time is Bob.
I think they call them kills in the horror world.
Is that it?
Yeah, Bob's death is a favorite kill. It's one of the best, it's the number 1 kill, as they call it in Halloween. So yeah,
Okay.
but stuck to the cabinet.
Yeah, and here's the
impossible, but it's a movie.
Yeah, you and I have talked about this a lot of times. I'm not saying I've tried it.
Please don't.
You cannot stick a dude up on a wall or a cabinet with a kitchen knife. You don't have enough. You can go through him maybe, but you don't have enough for the wall. So he would never stick to the wall. But here's the power of Michael Myers. Everybody knows that, but yet we still scream because it's so cool.
I think it's because, as you said, Michael Myers does have extraordinary strength powers. So probably the way he thrusts the knife into him, it went deep enough so that it would, hook onto maybe a shelf within the cabinet. Maybe it lay on top of that. That's my theory. And so he, I think it's possible that he was able to hang there. But it's, as far as a terrible kill scene, it's really well done, and everyone loves it. And the toes, come on, the toes curling down.
Yeah, what really sells it.
And the head.
The head, when he tilts the head and looks at it afterwards.
Admires his work.
Oh.
Admires his work, right.
That's just crazy. But then you meet Bob, and I'm figuring, because you can't really scale from a movie. I'm like, okay, he's about 5'10", maybe 160. I'm trying to figure out weight ratios with the knife and the angle. Then you meet Bob. He's like a middle linebacker for a football team.
The big guy.
He's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a kitchen knife like that now. You're not hanging that dude on any wall. You're gonna have a lance. That dude.
Well, it was 44 years ago. So consider he probably didn't have that same physique, but he was tall and handsome, which is why he got the part of Bob,
But he's not like big, like you get big when you get old.
No.
He's swollen.
Oh, yeah. He's got a swimmer's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never met a swimmer, but I'm going to go with that. The multiverse idea I have. So let me pitch this. We have the ending where Michael has Laurie, but Loomis is too late. Laurie's out. She's dead. She's dead. Then he grabs Loomis and he's about to get Loomis. And then all of a sudden, boom, he gets shot and he turns around. And there is Linda, and says,
Ah.
next time you want to choke a girl, make sure you do the job right, you amateur.
I love it.
Yeah. And then of course you got to
That
shoot
would
him.
be I like it. Very twisted, but I like it.
You got to shoot him the required 6 times. He goes out the window. You just pick it up from there. That's how the multiverse works. I love that. I love it. You could do it. And the trailer, I've already got it all worked out. The trailer, Mike Myers comes home. He comes home and he turns around and looks, and all of a sudden there's Linda just stand there, right? She's got the flamethrower. She's got a samurai sword. She's got one of those voodoo.
Wearing her totally shirt.
Totally shirt right there, just whatever.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, smoking a cigarette, and just says,
"Got a beer."
Did she finally get her beer?
No, but in your multiverse,
she would finally have the beer. She would finally have the beer, and then she looks. The camera spins around. And it's just her standing in the doorway, and she says, "See anything you like?"
And then no strangling now, because with a cell phone that'd be hard to do.
I want to.
No cords,
I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your sacrifice. Not many people remember this now, but you, because of what happened to you in Halloween, forced legislation that phones would no longer have cords. You kind of were the one that forced cell phones out there.
Did. Absolutely.
God
Linda
bless you.
Vanderclock. But you know what? I have in the conventions now, more and more, I probably signed at least 25 phones in this past year. Telephones. 10. People have brought me. They either get them out of grandma and grandpa's garage, or they find them on eBay. Very expensive. These phones can be $250, $375, but they buy them and they bring it to me, and I sign it totally. And then they get Nick Castle to sign them too. So pretty funny.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
They're really heavy. You'd think he would have just clunked me, but instead, use the cord and tickle my throat. So the first 2 takes, I'm laughing hysterically, and the third take, we finally got it because I had to pretend it hurt. No.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm a mess. You make me a mess. You make me such a mess.
Don't blame me.
And then it's mirror image. So this is okay, not to compare and flex. How many hair and makeup people do you have?
Moi.
Really? You're
come
PJ Soul. You don't have like a dozen people right off camera. I have like 1,000 people. I always keep that staff of 1,000. When they used to be on the radio show and no one believed me, so they were like, "Yeah, sure, you got a staff of 1,000." But now that I'm on YouTube, you can see them. They're right over here. So,
yeah. Well, okay, you all can go home now. It's okay. I look good. Thank you so much. There's about 15 of them. Oh my gosh!
Look at this hair. This is. You make
good.
me a nervous
It
wreck.
looks clean. I mean, you washed it, so that's all I require.
I did, but here, when you
And
saw me,
messed up the bangs again. So get that
is
get
it
that home.
like?
Yeah, it's puffing out.
When you saw me when we got to party a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
you saw me in full Jeff Bridges glory.
that's right.
I had the Jeff Bridges hair, and I just love that look because I'm getting older, and Jeff Bridges looks like a cool dude, and he has his hair, so I'm trying to keep that with the beard.
Yeah, when you got it, flaunt it, right? That's what they say.
But then it's season 3 premiere, and I have the biggest of the big stars, PJ Soul, starting off the whole season. So I told hair and makeup, do something.
Yeah.
And I went from Big Lebowski to young Sheldon. Look at this. This is horrible. This is horrible. This is. I have people that do this for me.
It's okay.
And they're not here.
When are you going to take off the beard? What guest gets that honor?
Do you know Lady Love has never ever seen me without the beard?
Wow.
Never seen me without the boys have never seen me without a beard.
Well, then, yeah, no, don't go there then.
What do you think of this latest reboot trilogy? And number 2, when this one ends, because it's like the big Halloween ends. It's even in the title, I think, and it's coming up very, very soon.
Now, what is
How
it? Halloween something, then Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. What was the first one? Just Halloween
I think Halloween Rides Again.
Lives. No, I think it's
Yeah.
one word.
I think
Kills
Halloween
and-
Rides Again. It had Don Knotts in it originally,
Yeah, no.
and they booted him out.
Nobody knows who Don Knotts is anymore.
Nobody does. Nobody, and that's a shame. That's a shame.
Bring
But-
back George Carlin, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, please. Oh.
Please.
But the good news is, because they don't know people like Don Knotts, they'll leave Ghost and Mr. Chicken alone. So that's awesome with that. That may be the greatest movie ever made. Now, I'll voice an opinion that's going to get me in trouble, and I don't expect you to agree with it for reasons that make sense.
I need to get my spatula out. What's up here?
Oh, actually, I was talking to a friend about that. I said, I have PJ opening the season for me. This is so cool. And he
He's
goes,
on
"Are
a
you gonna?"
stove.
Well, he said, "Are you going to whip out a spatula?" And I said, "It's a different world. She has the spatula now,
Ooh.
and you better watch out." So
I signed many of those too, along with the telephone. Rolling pins, spatulas, and ice cream scoops. Yeah, and of course Michael Myers masks, but props. It's all about the props.
it's kind of cruel having you sign a Michael Myers mask.
No, well, they want everybody. Yeah, it is. But
You know, when you think about it, that's the dude that offed me. Totally.
totally.
Yeah, so that's kind of cruel to ask you to do that.
Well, it's cruel with the phone too. That's the cord that strangled poor Linda Vanderclock. Stopped her clock.
There's that last name again. I
know.
love that last
I'll
name.
have to ask John when I see him. If I see him at some point, maybe at the 45th, they have one in Pasadena this next year, hopefully, to put an end to all this new trilogy of Halloweens. Maybe that will be the defining moment next year. Maybe Jamie will come. Hope for all the fans' sake. I think she finally realized and recognized how important her status is with the horror community by being in Halloween and being the surviving member, and then so willing to, participate in this group as a producer, executive producer, whatever. So, that certainly is lucrative, but also a chance to make the fans very happy. So, I'm yay for that. And also that she did that one convention, Horror Hound, I think it was, in Cincinnati or Indianapolis years ago, and all the money that she made went to the Los Angeles Children's Hospital. I think it was like $200,000. So she did it for that. So hopefully, if she does come, next year to the 45th, because it will put an end to this trilogy, and it will put an end to the rabid fans that are just want to see her, meet her, say thank you. It's really all about saying thank you. The fans that come to me say thank you. Thank you for being in the movies that made me cry in childhood, that I can put them on today and share with my kids. And it brings back a memory that was wonderful, sitting on the couch with my mother, my father, my grandfather, my sister, my brother, sneaking out, when my parents were sleeping, whatever the memory may be. It's always a joyous memory for these people. And I've had women, crying, telling me how much Rock and Roll High School and Riff Randall meant to them, that there was somebody, that they could fashion themselves after in high school and feel strong and confident, because, women back then didn't have that voice. So
When I do see flashes of headlines and I see mayhem all over the place, I go, Riff Randall.
Well, Riff Randall had a cause too. I mean, she was a songwriter. Yes, she was in love with Joey and she loved the Ramones music. But first and foremost, as a high school student, I'm thinking she was a junior, she had written songs. And so to be a songwriter in that era and to want to get a song to a band that writes their own songs, a song that's going to give them their number one hit,
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty amazing and good for her. Good for
And
Riff
ambitious. Look at that
and
ambition.
ambitious, and in a nice way. You know, that's the other thing about Riff Randall. She really was a genuinely caring person. She loved her best friend, Kate. You know, who was her physicist, who was able to put some chemicals together. But you know, and Day and Kate admired her. You know, still friends with Day Young today. We just had a wonderful time. That was her first movie, and I think you know, definitely a good role model for the kids. And you know, if you have a principal like Miss Togar, you
She
have
had
to
it
do
coming.
something. You
She
have
had
to
it
do
coming.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't burn records.
No. Oh. No,
You
you
don't
do not.
burn the vinyl in a big bonfire.
What's a record?
Yeah, what's a record? I know, and I went to play one for my daughter. She probably was, I don't know, when obviously CDs came along a long time ago, but I remember grabbing my record and going, you got to listen to the song. It's probably Angel from Montgomery, John Prime. And then I turned it over. She goes, why are you turning it over? I said, because there's more on the other side. She goes, really? So that was a classic moment in my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel so old. And that's why I like doing the conventions too, because everybody makes me feel young again. And I'm reminded of the movies that I made because they were pretty long. They were long ago, but I obviously remember a lot of things about them. And I have fun, you know, if a snippet comes on or somebody shows me a clip from YouTube, I'm like, that was so much fun. So it's really nice to have something so visual and long lasting from my life. You know, a lot of people have their photo albums or, you know, but I have movies, and it's just, I'm super blessed. I have movies and I have grandchildren. I cannot be happier. And my son's in the Coast Guard and my daughter teaches yoga. So I'm blessed.
Very cool. Very cool. Has Nana at least shown the grandchildren? Can they watch parts of Rock and Roll High School? I mean, that's kind of a musical, right?
Well, my granddaughter Jade, who's 5, who lives closest to me, 30 minutes away, my daughter's little girl, she loves to sing, definitely going down the actress track, even though she claims she wants to be an astronaut / doctor, orthopedic doctor.
Orthopedic astronaut doctor. That's
Yes.
awesome.
And dig for rocks, because you never know what you're going to find. So she's got a lot out there, but seriously, she's got a beautiful voice and very dramatic. Beast, the Beast Man, has you know, shown her snippets of me singing Rock and Roll High School, but she doesn't quite connect that it's Nana, because she doesn't think I look the same, obviously.
Well, she came in at a different starting point. You know what I mean? She came in at a different.
And I usually have my glasses on, and you know.
Well, and there's a different relationship. There's a different relationship. You know, it's to the world. You know, when I get out there and I'm doing my thing and I'm being silly, stupid, or whatever. You know, there are people that have always known me as the Werepig. They don't even know my real name. They literally just call me Werepig. Yeah, Werepig. Yeah, my glitter's wearing off.
My glow has persisted throughout, but
yeah, forever and ever. Because you're Pamela Jane. So, I have to thank you so much for being our very first guest on season 3. I have waited and waited for this. I will tell you that we've had many meetings since beginning Funky Werepig on YouTube, that when we've sat around talking about what we're going to do, every season we open up and they're like, you got to get PJ. You got to get PJ. And I would tell them, you can check with them. I would honestly tell them, we are not worthy enough yet. I'm like, maybe when we get 3 seasons in, I'll feel like we have enough chutzpah to ask her on. So that's why we've waited so long, because we just didn't think we were worthy.
Well, you always were worthy, and I am happy to be here now, season 3.
Oh. So mucho hugs. Thank you for just being you, and thank you for being just one of the kindest, coolest people I've ever met. You are PJ Souls, and I'm an idiot in nowhere, Pennsylvania with a Zoom camera, and you're nice to me. Why?
Oh, well, I don't know. You remind me of one of my grandchildren, but you're bigger.
You can keep up with PJ's projects, convention appearances, and Nana news at PJ Souls on Facebook. Are you ready, Piggy Petters? Then let's put the needle to the record. You can find Beast and Bogus Toms at Apple Music, YouTube, and most other music platforms.
Oh my God! For the first time ever, we have a tie. I can't even. Our Hubba Hubba Hot, Naughty, Gorgeous Mansicle of 2022 goes to the Werepig and the Beast. Hubba Hubba Hot!
Like a clock on a wall said ding ding dong, it's time to check the monkey clock. You know, the batteries in the monkey clock died long ago, so when I look up and I see that the time is 10 after 12, that is the correct time. Because one does not argue with monkey clock.
Hugs and heroings to one of my favorite guests, PJ Souls. After many a casual and often goofy conversation, it was fun. It was fun sitting back in the interview chair talking to PJ Souls, the actress, once again. You're so damn good. So good. It's, most of my dumbass jokes don't work if you don't sell them. And you are always on the fleek. You make me look good. You once told me that I was as funny as Bill Murray. And that just bowls me over. I wear that like a badge of honor. And then later on, you said I would never be as sexy as Henry Kissinger. Yeah. But you know what? The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Beast, I am so glad the Boychilds kept on me about having you as our musical guest. Due with your career, I wasn't going to bother you. My job is to bother PJ. But it got me thinking, you and I should go on tour this summer. Yeah, get the Boychilds to be our roadies. Now, I'll be honest with you. I only know random parts of old blues songs, and I know the Beefaroni jingle, but we can make this work. Are you as pumped up as I am? Whoo! Yeah. Yeah. I want everyone to stay off the phone. He's going to be calling any minute. High fives and disco hip bumps to the Magic Farmers Incorporated, Goat Boy, Ivan November Slash and Malone, President James K. Polk, our fan of the month, Mashabaline, and special thanks to Mountain Laurel for wimpy man-shaming me until I finally introduced myself to PJ Souls. Hey, I wanted to let you guys know that on Friday, October 14th, our old buddy EW will be interviewing me on the TMV Cafe Radio, just in time for Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, Boychild 2.0 has his own YouTube channel, Briachi Swag, and he does a movie review show. Sometimes he does a segment called Debating a Boomer. And we're going to be talking about Halloween in the next couple of weeks. And I have to admit, I have a little trouble with this current run of Halloween. They're only pulling from Halloween 1, the original. And that means Michael choked somebody and he stuck to somebody to a wall. And then I think he choked a dog. I think it kind of ruins Michael's street cred just going that way. That means he never stalks Lori specifically, doesn't follow her to her hospital and kill another 20 people, which to me doesn't make logical sense that then Lori in this current run would be Granny Rambo. You know, it's a little overreacting. She has traps that the Viet Cong are jealous of. So it just doesn't make, you know what? I'm not doing a very good job explaining this. Can we run a clip? All right, here's Debating a Boomer. I think I make it much clearer here.
We only want the left nut, and they cut the right nut off. Now, why don't you just take the scrotum? See, they kind of go together. The whole thing is a scrotum, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's all. The whole thing is a scrotum. If you just keep the whole scrotum. And they went nap, 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 just left. And they cut out Halloween 2. How do you go with Halloween 1 and not take Halloween 2?
It's a special bond we share. Yeah. All right, Piggy Petters, I got to hit the road running. We are out to celebrate a fantastic season 3 we're bringing to you this year, and I'm doing it the best way Werepig knows how. I'm going to be seeing My Buddies from Veer. Yeah, they're live in concert. I am exhausted, but I'm excited. So I'm going to jump up on stage with them and then take a nap. They won't mind. So if we can, let me find the guy that, oh, there he is. There he is. Our musical director, JJ Glamour. JJ, what a premiere show. PJ Souls, The Beast, the whole shebang. I got to get out the door. Wish you were coming with me, but I didn't tell you where I'm going. So if you would, let's do what we do. Let's put the needle to the record. Let's throw those pants in the air like you just don't care. And if you would, good sir, play us out and, make us something funky.
Is it wrong that I giggle every time I hear someone say the word caucus?